This tutorial was based on one of our themes, which we use the same framework, just different contents and demo data. So it might be slightly different from the theme you are using, such as logo, images, demo data, and some examples. However, as it is the same framework as you are using, you can follow this tutorial without any confusion. Okay, let's do about the listing detail page templates. As you may know, we provide a lot of single listing detail templates from the demo import. And you can choose here and whichever you like. And of course, it's depending on the themes. Some of the theme doesn't have this many. And you can choose the template where you wanna use, or like which one you wanna use. Okay, let's see how we can build. So when you go to page builder, you can find the template sections, and you can see the listing detail page, and we have the templates are here. And these are all built by the page builder, and you can simply change the layout and the options. So if you see like we have this kind of like templates, and some of them are totally different layout and then the content, while the listing meta. So as you may know, some of the theme provide a lot of listing detail templates, and it depends on the themes, and whichever you like, and you can purchase them. As you see, we have a totally different layout or the similar one, but actually they have their own strong point, and you can create this kind of like templates by a page builder. So basically you can drag and drop, add the widget what you want, and change the layout as well. So let's try one of them. I think it looks like quite common, and then not too bad. So let's try this one. The answer is no. Once we provide the templates, and then you can customize from the templates. So there are three ways to create your templates. The first one is building from the scratch, and the second one is just customize from the current one. And the third one is you can just copy this part to the move to the another template. So basically, second one or third one is quite simple, and you might need to do. But let me try to build the same one, then you can see how it works, and then it might be help to do more like customization. So let's see, this template. So you can find the template here, and we put the prefix of each template. So you can click this template editor, then it goes to the template page. It looks like this. So when you go to the template editor, it shows a different listing. The template gets the data from the first listing. So it shows like this. So as you see, everything is like you can move and you can change, and also you can also drag and drop, and you can also copy and paste. And also you can modify the text here, and also you can change the colors here, and also you can just bring back to the first one, bring back to the when you started. So it comes like this. So basically you can just copy if you like this part and paste another template as well, and also you can change the current template to the what you want. Let's have a look at the template, and you see the template has some sections: the media section, and the sticky part, and the border, and the contents, and the review section, and the other listings. it doesn't really have to follow the layout like this. You can do whatever you want if it works fine, but let's just try to follow like this and make a similar one. So I'm gonna make this template really quickly and briefly to make you understand how it works without the detailed design and the space and then everything, because it might take time to build everything. So first of all, I'm gonna make a really briefly. So if you wanna make the template, you need to go to template builder and dashboard, and you can find the page builder, and you can click add new, or you can see how many what templates we have, and when you click this one you can find what we have, and when you click, and you can add the name, listing detail as prefix to distinguish the template type, test 3 and quick, and you need to choose a template type. So we are making listing detail, so I click the listing detail and edit with the Elementor. Then it goes to the Elementor preview page, and when you see, and you see the title and the rating and the category and the location, then you need to add a section, add a post meta. Actually, post meta is for the blog post meta when you build a blog detail page, and the listing post meta is for the listing. So when you add, you can see the listing filter type, and you can choose the filters. This is the meta. So I'm gonna add the post title, which is a listing title. It shows like that, and you can style a little bit, and you can make a dark, and the font should be a little bit bigger, maybe 20, and I'm gonna make the font weight and uppercase. Okay, it looks okay. And so you can add some letter spacing or whichever you want. And you also need to add a rating and category and other taxonomies. Then also you also need to add a listing post meta, and you need to add like that. But however, if you wanna make some different space, you might need to add, see, like you have one space and another space. Then you might need to add inner section. It doesn't really have to, you don't really have to follow me, but this is, how you make. Rating average, and it shows, and the font should be a little bit darker, and typo 13. Well, 14, weight is 400, and maybe I wanna add an icon, star, and the color should be red, and the space is too much. Okay, then also we need to add categories. So one more listing post meta, like this, and you need to do category, and also you need to make a color and 14 pixel and weight like this. But however, this is the same work you just keep doing. So you better make one widget completely and duplicate it, because we all use like the same widget over and over. Let's see like that. Okay, first, this is block. If you understand the CSS basic, you might understand. So block covers like a whole space. So you need to make an inline block. And also this one should be also inline. Then it goes to the right side, right? Okay, good. And then you might need to add some space here. So maybe 1 to 34.5. And you need to copy duplicate one. And also you should change it to location. Okay, good. If you want to add some like comma, okay, you can use prefix or suffix. So you can add like this. And the space is too far. Something like this. Okay, good. Okay, on the right side there is two buttons. So you can find the single header button. So you can add here. You can choose the listing detail page buttons, and you can add like whichever you want. The share, and the icon should be maybe anything. I will add, and the share, and also duplicate and add another one. Favorite, save, saved. Okay. And the next one, you need to add a single header group. So you can find a single header group here. You can add one more intersection, and you need to have only one column and add a single header group. So you can add like this, and you can choose whichever you want. I like this one. Looks like similar, and you can have different height like this. It looks similar, and you can change another one if you want. You can see like different types here, and you can have some more options. Let me skip out these detail like settings or design. Okay, then also you need to add the buttons like this, and add the single header buttons and the switch button, and it should be vertical, and you can add one of them. And the picture, I'm gonna just choose one icon and duplicate, and also you can choose any buttons here, or like 3D view or whichever you want. And this should be maybe 65. And the width should be also pixel, maybe 65. And the position should be beside here. This widget is in this intersection. Then it should be like a position, and you can move to here. Or a little bit down. Okay, and you have a sticky here. Sticky menu is here, and 2 buttons. So let me go and add the Spyscroll. And you can add the title, home, top, and content, and the relative post, listings, something like this. And let's add another section, and the title, and then tagline, right? So you add this one, and maybe make it like this, paste here, and also you can just copy, duplicate, and change it to the tagline, and make this one the smaller, and font height too high, and it should not be capitalized. And the color should be maybe AAA or a little bit stronger. 777. Okay. Next one is avatar, but it's a related claim. Maybe duplicate, and claim status. Okay, good. So you can use this one for the positioning and move to the here. But the easiest one is you can add one more inner. And those 2 should be here, and the avatar status should be here, and just move to the like that, like this. So it can be mostly similar, right? The next one is amenities with the text title. Then you need to add an inner section. You can add, or you can just duplicate this one, and you don't need this part. Remove, and this one should be header, you can use element header, or you can use hours. But we have more options here. Then you can also you can use this one. The default is 0 here. You can make 0, and also this is fixed text, and this should be. We have amenities here, but also we have a better amenities here. And you can change some styles from the style here. But let's move on, and I can say like amenities. Or you can give some space here. Mostly 35 is very basic, very common. And you have some border. Also, you can add the border here. Border here, top one, and something, you know, the color, and let's see. Okay, it's too strong, but okay, it's good. And what's the next? And the working hours, also it's the same, and duplicate this one. Let me give a little bit more bottoms to keep duplicate. So as I told you earlier, like I'm just showing really briefly to how it works. But once you make this kind of things, and you should make one of them really completely, and you can copy, you know, you can duplicate it. So it's much easier to, you know, duplicate. And this is also text. You can have like open hours, and add working hours, single listed page. And we have options also here, and also you can change, and also duplicate. And what's the next? Description, and also description, and also you can find the listing post meta, and you can add here. Remove this one, and it should be the contents and description are same. It shows only description. When you see the real page, it will show all description. Okay, so nearby and address, this is post meta, and this is a tagline. So this one, nearby, and you need add nearby place. Okay, and this one should be duplicated, and one of them should go up, and this one should be address, and this one should be tagline. Okay, it looks quite similar now. And the FAQ2, you just need to keep doing like that if you know how it works. FAQ, and it should be removed. And we have FAQ widget, FAQ, and maybe, okay, good. And remove, you don't really have another meta. Okay, the next one is owner information, and you need to copy this one, duplicate, and the owner information, or maybe contact us, and you need to add the listing meta. and you don't need this one anymore. Okay, see this one, and you might need to have more like columns for the 3 columns and to add this information. Then I think this should be out of the section, inner section, and we should make more columns because only this one has 1 column, right? So add 1 more column, add 1 more column, 3 columns, and the listing meta here. Somehow this part of recording has been lost. Sorry about that. So once you have a listing post meta, you can just change the base filter to the author and email and the phone number. And you can add the prefix as the name, and you can also add the icons, and you can just do some adjustment. Okay, this one is Instagram, and you don't need the prefix, right? Just remove it. And you don't want to show like that, then you can add only text, and you can add Instagram. Well, there is icons, then you can add also icons if you want. So you can use Instagram, something like this. And also you can add another one, Facebook. And also Twitter. Okay, then it looks like this much. And let's add on the right side. You need to add an inner and make everything is 1 column. So you don't need this one. Okay, and contact. Make it a little bit smaller, 16, and weight is 600, and add some description over subtitle. Feel free to contact us. And map direction, and you don't really need this one, and give a little bit more space. And the listing map, you have some options to set if you need. And owner's information, this is mostly same as this one, so you can copy from here, paste, and you need to add a claim, then contact info, and you can choose the button claim. If you want to make it a payment to claim the listing, then you can make the payment packages, and then you can select this one. And there should be a rating. You can copy this one and paste here, and bring up here. Then go to position, make it absolute, and arrange it to right a little bit, something like this. And then you may need to have some border here, then you can also do the section. Oops, we found that this one should be in the here. Okay, good. The inner section should have border, and you can give some radius 5. Let's see. Yeah, something like this. Okay, let's make the review section. You can add a section. And the rating we already made. This one, copy and paste here. And after that, reviews. You need to use, you can use prefix or suffix, but you can also use label. So label default, it should show, but you can also use custom label like that. Reviews. And then reverse, and there is a gap for it, like this. And also you can have a different okay, it's just kind of similar. And also you need to add to the review part. Review, single review widget, and also you can see review status, and also duplicate it, and the review list, and the button also duplicate. The review options are in the one widget, so you can duplicate and you can choose whichever you want. So this is for the submit form, and it should be for the modal form, and there's a button, right? And also this one, if you want to make it go to here, you can also add inners, or you can make it positioning to the absolute. So maybe this one is easier, or this time let's try to have an intersection. So you can add intersection here, and the meta should be here, and the button should be here. One thing I need to tell you is that for the designer, they might need to have a really detailed, space or padding or merge. And element has the default value in the each columns, which is gonna be 20 pixel and some paddings. So for the designer, you should have like you should reset 00 or something like that. So this one should be inline. You can send to the end, and you might need to add some space. 35. And also inner should be 35 or less. And the border solid 0, and make it 1, and the color should be like this. Okay, good. Okay, the next one is other popular listings or relative listings. We should use a post block. Post block is quite a really flexible widget. You might love it, and then you will use a lot. And one border, and you should add a post block. And you need to choose type. It should be listing, and post block, and place, and you can choose categories. Or if you want to just add the fixed listings, then you can choose the filtering here. Or just for the relative post or listings, then you can just click like this. Then it calls like related listings by the categories, and you need to choose one of module. So you can see the module and grid style. Okay, it shows like one column, and if you want to have 3 columns like this, okay, it calls 6, and I just want to have a 3, then it get the 3. And if you wanna have some load more buttons or pagination or previous next buttons, you can also add. So like this. Oh, we forgot to add some title here. Copy and add here, paste, and write relative listings, something like this. Okay. I think I spent around like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Took a little bit time than the usual because I had to explain, a little bit. This is quite really simple and easy to, easy to customize. Let's say if you just wanna, if you wanna change this, you can just send like this, and it goes to the here. And as I told you, this is just a template, which is just a structure. It's not real the page, and it shows the place where it is and then how it works. And some part is not working because this is just a structure. And if you want to see the details or how it works, you need to implement or apply on the real page. I'm going to show you how to do it. Pages and the post, you can also choose templates. Let's see one of them. And when you go here and you have the option to choose. Click. If you choose this one, it doesn't matter what you choose on the listing type and then the setting, because the priority is first theme setting and second the listing type. The highest one is the post or page settings, which is here. So when you set it, okay, this listing detail page is from the template we just work on. It looks not really organized and ugly because we just work on the structure and how to use the widget and how to add the listing meta widget. You can set up the detail features, such as if you want to have the sticky here, and you can also set the sticky. So go to the template page and we will make a sticky on this inner section only. Then go to style, you can find the Javo sticky and use Javo sticky on and choose CSS sticky. And then let's see. Okay, it works fine. And also let's make this sticky menu. And the sticky menu has should have some background because it will be over the content. And we should have some space or the min height, maybe 80. And go to style and enable the sticky and the CSS. So when you see the menu, you can find the background color and the menu color. This is for the header and the header menu only. So if you want to have a background, you need to set here. And you can also add border here, but this is gonna be showing all the time. So if you want to show the border when it is being sticky, then you can set here. So border 1, and I added some color, and you can also add some shadow if you need. And when you see, then okay, it shows properly, and it shows the border, and it's being sticky now. And the one thing we found a problem, it looks like transparency. So you can see the G index here. Maybe this is for the 1001, and this should be 1000 or smaller than 1001. So see how it works. See now it works fine, right? Let's see about the Spyscroll we didn't set. I just set a little bit and I'm gonna explain about that. So you have a repeater here and you can make the menu like a Spyscroll menu, and when you open you will find the custom link The land section is kind of an old one for our older user. They might still use it. Say like we just upgraded to add this option, which you can add the IDs. Let's say if you have like open hours, then you go to the open hours section or whichever you want. You can just go here or here, it doesn't matter. But I just want to use the section. And if you go to the section, the inner section, and you can find the ID. So you can just add whichever you want. We use JV as our prefix, Javo, and the name, like you can say working hours or work hours, whatever, and just copy it and go to here, and you can find the open hour and you can add here. So it has to be the same ID, and as you may know, the IDs should not be duplicated in a page. The class name is fine, but the ID should not be duplicated. So when you add it like this, and when you click open hours, it goes here where you add it. And the amenities is also same. You can also add an ID here, this one, and you go to here, and you can add here. Just selecting drop box here, drop down here. But the drop down is kind of limited. You have only 4 or 5 options, and it's all fixed one. But if you have like a custom links or custom ID, you can add like a lot. Like, you know, if you create more like taxonomy groups or more description part or like custom filters, or you know, if you have more like post blocks, if you want to add by categories or whichever, then you can keep adding here though. So which is much flexible. You just need to understand that what ID is. You can add an ID here, and it should not be duplicated, so it should not be the same ID. And the ID, you just need to copy here. Then you can add more and unlimited, right? I think this is better. So let's see how it works the Spyscroll menu. Amenities, contents, and the review, and the relative listing. It's like, you know, the end. That's why it shows like that. Okay, we have to work on the structure, how to use the widgets, and how to make the layout briefly. We didn't do, you know, the detailed design because we just want to show how you can make it shortly. And I think this video is gonna be longer. You might be really sleepy. So next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do the responsive, and then how to make you know, the design by responsive. You can basically, you know, move and then, you know, change the layout by the, you know, the device, which is quite simple. And also, you know, more options we might need to set, such as like the icon colors and you know, the layout, the rating part we missed, and some arrange part. You can just make one completely and just copy and paste the style, something like this. It's pretty, you know, simple. It might be really complicated the first time, but if you keep using it, or if you understand how it works, then it's gonna be really good to use. Okay, I think we have done. Thanks for your time, and if you have any problem or questions, please contact our support team. And please stay with us. We are planning to have more video and tutorials, including new template and new listing types. As you may know, our template and theme is quite flexible to build the different template and the different listing type and the website. I'm gonna do some with you, and I'm gonna share how to do it and the files. Okay, thanks for your time, and I'm gonna come back with another tutorial.